start, ladies and gentlemen.
So, guys, you're very welcome to the first podcast, Circus People podcast, and the first guest. My name is Marta Paley, by the way. I'm doing this for the first time. I'm a cigar box juggler, and my first guest is a Skizzo, and he's a comedy magician.
Yeah. Comedy magician. But maybe. Well, maybe. Let's see. It's not important for now.
The idea of this podcast to show circus people behind the curtain, you know, so we don't have to.
But I keep watching you. Okay.
What is your main discipline? Are you a comedian or you're a magician?
I should say magic. I should say magic. I know. First thing you tell me.
First thing you did from what you
juggling.
You start from juggling.
Yes. Was one guy teach me in school. You know, this kind of alternative. I mean, this guy was going in Africa and teaching to the people there juggling for blah blah blah, and I learning 3 balls. Then I started to do 4 with a book. I even didn't watch any juggler, and then with the book 5 juggling. And the first one I was watching, I don't say the name because I don't know.
Not allowed.
Two jugglers that I like it. In the beginning, one was from Circus, Dralion.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like him in the beginning. Yeah, really, he was really cool.
Victor Kiyosaki.
Yeah, Mario Berzek. You know him?
No,
Speedest juggler. Oh, amazing! I love it. I was really love it. This aluminium color, silver,
yeah.
and it's go like pavan. It's very energetic. I love it. But first I started with dancing. After was dancing.
So juggling, then dancing.
Break dance with a friend of mine. And then I was going in the popping direction.
Can you still do something?
Doing the shows.
Oh,
I
cool.
do a moment when, if you watch my solo show, maybe not. The second one, normally I dance. My first things I do is dance. I do like the slide walk, moonwalk, and but I never be professional enough. And I always love to do what I do. When my presentation is, it doesn't know what it does, but it does very well. No, that's
nice one.
What was getting lost?
You're getting lost. Yeah. So.
And then I start magic.
And then you start magic.
Yeah, with was you wanna know all the story? No. Magic dealer in a exhibition. You know when in the little town they do exhibition from all, and was this guy coming, selling magic trick. Funny things I didn't understand how the trick was working. Friend of mine explained me. Even if with distraction, I've never been good in reading sometimes. And then he explained me. Then I start to do it and I say, oh, and then magic. Yeah.
Cool. And what is your favorite type of magic? Like a big tricks or these big illusions where you can disappear in one place and then appear in another one? Or you're more like this small magic tricks with cards or I don't know?
This is depending to who you ask. What do you mean to you ask? I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
I ask you, so what do you think?
I don't know. I just like it the last period to go on stage and whatever I do, I don't know. It's depending on the possibility probably. But I never play with the big illusion. You know, big illusion have it's a different kind of work. I never practice because you need
much more
big
car.
Yeah, people helping you. You have to lift, and I'm like 47 kilos.
That's why. This is the reason. Okay, I got it.
You need a girl.
You need a girl, the beautiful one.
You need to pay the girl.
This is the reason I find out now.
No.
You like coffee and olive oil. This is because you're from Italy. How you come up with the ideas of new tricks?
Because I couldn't pay for the real original one, so I say, shit, I have to invent new stuff. And I have to do my best.
This is the main. That's what you push.
Too expensive to buy. So I have to invent something. No.
Yeah, I'm totally understanding this because when something is too expensive, you become a creative. This is the creativity. I also totally understand. Like, for me was always the idea of the act. Like I'm doing cigar box juggling, right? And all my props actually fits.
You build?
No. I just don't like the hand work. I'm sure I will. Even like all what I have to do for my boxes is to cut paper
the glue
equally, to cut it equally and glue it. So for me, it's always cool when, like, for example, burlesque artists, they make costumes themselves, right?
Course, yes.
And I don't do my props myself, and only this
But
you do it yourself, like you said, like I cannot afford it to buy a trick from someone.
It was a joke. Was a joke.
But honestly, I understand, because sometimes you can. I was asking some people of the who sell acts or props. Sometimes it's so much expensive. Like for example, quick change act. It's quite expensive, and
not good. Maybe
it could be like. So, but you as a magician, you anyway have to do your prop. Like I don't have to. I can buy it. But you have to sometimes, or not?
No, I think it's always the personal stuff. Because, for example, I could buy everything if I do what they sell me, but I never did what they sell me. I do now because I like to have stuff that reflecting my style or my things. So mostly of the things I do is stuff I build, or I choose, or I buy. So I decide what I want to do. Even a block notice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, block notice. If I wanted to put a block notice in my act, I do by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I lose a lot of time, but I do, and I did the last show. I did like this. I cut the paper, so everything becoming. I don't know. I like it, and then maybe I like it. Just this flea circus, you know, the
flea. No.
The little things that.
Okay, I understand. This is a cool one.
But what I wanted to tell you is that I like to find solution, and I like now. I try to find a picture in my mind, and I paint down. Like I can show you. For example, one effect I did that I think no one did it. Is how you can talk. It's like stereotypizer of the Italian.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen anyone make appear a big plate of spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's sound very stupid or whatever. I don't know, but I like the picture, no? So I said, cool. I could make appear spaghetti. How? And then I was thinking, how? Like if you're watching a cartoon from Mickey Mouse or whatever they do, and they do palm. Like it seemed impossible theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the picture. I paint down me with the plate. I will show you later.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to find the solution. And often the solution is not existing, you know. So how? And I start to find the system with all the problem you have. But they don't have to see. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I'm always try to cover the things with the personality, character, and comedy things. So even if I do magic, I try to don't make it as a magic. You cannot see. I will show.
Yes, this is the idea. Oh, nice! Yeah. You really like paint everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is fire.
Yes.
Ooh, this is a person. No, it's a ball.
No, it's I don't know what was it. It's yes, it's a ball. It's a ball.
Okay, it looks like a guy who wanna jump into the fire.
But sometimes I do.
Sometimes why not?
I painting. Now I don't have the painting one because if you don't have when you have to create or you wanna do a new trick and it's just in your mind, sometimes it's good, but sometimes you don't know where to start. So when you putting down the pictures, make it things clear in your mind, and then you can start to really build. If you are. You know, I like to build. I like to play with wood. That's why there is some wood here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of tools. So, and for me, I like it. Like maybe some part of me is a craftsman.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if you said that you did this back yourself.
I said I did. But for example, I have a friend of mine. She's not acrobatic. She's a painter, but she likes dancer, contemporary dance, and she painting the movement of the dancer. His name is Elisabetta Mast.
Wow.
And she did, and it's very cool. But I think that maybe for act is different, or you need to paint like I want your picture, the pose or your effect and whatever.
I mean, if you know, if you can do it, because I cannot. This is magic. I want it, but I don't know how. Do you have something?
Unfortunately, like for now, I know many of. I mean, I had the possibility to learn or to see this kind of magician do it, to help them. Like a friend of mine that they disappearing from the stage, from a chair, cover, disappearing and reappearing to the other part of the theater. It's super cool.
Yeah, I also think it's super cool.
You know, imagine sit chair, pram, disappear and somewhere else. Wow. Then they show me how I was working. They show me. And to do is a bit more different. So I think it's two different kind of attitude. Because once I replaced a friend of mine in a circus to do big illusion. They cut me in half.
Mhm.
They separate my body.
I know this trick. I know how it works.
Yeah, but they did me the professional one, like the one that you see my body.
Mhm.
It's not the into the box that maybe people you see all the time my body, and then I'm moving my feet when my feet are far from me and my hands, and then I was disappearing and reappearing in front. But maybe just question of practice. It's a different attitude of yourself because there is I don't know how like
It's already serious thing, right?
you
You
can
are
do-
playing like a serious magician, right?
what I love sometimes when I see the magician that they are cool. I love when they do mistakes. Or I love when he walking cool and then he's boom step. I love, and this sometimes it's I love not because I'm like mean. I love because sometimes get me in my mind like to too much. There are some artists that even if it's cool, he play on the coolness.
Mm-hmm.
For me, there is this Hans Clock. I love it. I don't know. I love him when it's cool, but I think also it's normal. I don't know. Other magicians they want to be cool and they are not cool. If they do a mistake, they are fucked. If Hans Clock have a mistake, it's not a problem. I don't feeling like I like him.
I'm also doing mistakes, obviously. As a juggler, you always drop. I mean, not always,
Mm-hmm.
not often. Anyway, and this is for every artist, I think. You can see if you're a professional in this kind of bad situations happens with you on the stage. So doesn't matter what you do. If you know how to act professionally on a stage in this kind of situation when something doesn't work, that makes you professional. Actually, it doesn't matter what you do exactly.
Yeah, one is yes, it's true, and the other one, even if someone is professional, can happen in there is a period of life when you're losing confidence. You're losing confidence of yourself, or you're losing something that you had in the beginning, and you still have because it's part of you. But in this moment, you get insecure, whatever, and in that moment, can be tricky the situation. But it's also true that sometimes, even if it is happen, it's just your feeling, and the audience even not realize.
When I practice, for example, I obviously drop, right? Because I repeat it and repeat and repeat and I can drop. But when I practice my act behind the stage, I always, if I drop, I try to think and play right now. What can I do in case if I drop this trick? And I was during my career for like 12 years, I'm doing this. I think I drop every trick, not in a one show, thankfully, but I just drop everything. I think once I even dropped when I was throwing the box and I have to catch it with two hands, and it just like fly like out of it. I was like, really? I dropped that, but I already had this. I did it all the time during the my rehearsal. That I always try to do some new things. How can I play when something goes wrong? And I always was thinking about that. So and when it's happening on stage, you automatically start to behave like this. So that's what I'm talking about, because sometimes you can improvise, which is cool, but you need to have a certain mood for that. That's true. But if you already was thinking about it, because as a magician, many things can go wrong, right?
But in fact, then
and then if you think about it before, how you can behave in case if this doesn't work, what can you do? And then when it's happened, you already have a plan, so you're prepared for that. So nobody will know. You will know. Maybe someone who help you will know, but not the people.
In magic, the rules is out. It's called out. You need to have out. The out is the solution when something go wrong. Yeah. So sometimes you have out. Sometimes the out can be your experience, like you say, it's professionality. But sometimes one good out is never forget that no one know what you're doing. They don't know what's happening. So that's becoming back the professionality, because if you becoming confident, they don't know. Okay, try to find the good, and that is a cool point also.
Do you have a dream job? The place you want to work horribly. You're like, I want to work there. I don't know.
Can I tell you? Another difficult question to answer.
Yeah. I don't know. Here is only the difficulties.
And it's maybe, but I'm not sure. I never. This is going in the direction to how to promote yourself.
Yeah.
And then see. This is, I think, is not good. And I still didn't did the step to go where I wanted to go. Maybe just because it's still a game for me. And before to arrive in this ideal point, I wanna prepare good for myself. Maybe it's wrong. But no, I don't. I always did it because I like it. So when it's happened situation, I know maybe where I don't wanna go. Where I don't wanna go, I know.
Well,
no, depends. When they offer me the situation.
Okay, for example, would you like to go? I mean, have you ever worked on the cruise ships?
Yes.
Do you like it?
In the kind of style I did, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, many. I like it, yes.
I also was working on a cruise ship, and in one way, it's the best job ever, because you don't have to cook, you don't have to do nothing. You like once a week in the sea. I mean, in my station, and in one contract, we did something like 5 shows a week, I guess. In another one, it was much more. It was 11 a week, but it was anyway good contract. The one thing what bothering, it's a lot of rules, and it's amount of time. So it's like 6 months on board. It's a little bit tricky.
For me, it was very. I like it. Was 2 shows per day, one very short, 50 minutes, 30 minutes every day.
You did your own show?
No, I was with other artists. I was the host. I hosting the show.
Oh, cool.
And I did few tricks. For me, it was cool. I was with the at the positive and the negative, like always, But what I love it was I was in another world. In that period, I didn't have a girlfriend, and this was good. I have all friends in the boat. I remember the photographer guy was beautiful. Was beautiful every time I go. Then the people doing the bodyguard, the people in the reception, the people I really like. It was difficult with the artists in the beginning, but then we find good in the way.
That's cool. And now we're actually in a caravan. That we didn't open this topic. That now we're in a caravan. And,
I also like it very much.
Yeah, do you like this caravan style?
Yeah, if it would be bigger, it would be better, as I told you. But I like it. I like it when, like yesterday night, I come back. I loved was outside. I don't know. I like to be. I open the door. I'm outside. You just say, hey, in your house also, you open the windows. You're outside. Yeah, it's true. But I like. Sometimes you're getting lazy with many things. You have to wash dishes. You have to refill the water. You have to bring stuff from the toilet. There's all this stuff. But anyway, I can do it, and I like it. Maybe I would have liked to have a room, more space to do my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Cozy, like
cozy. Especially when you're putting the heater on it.
Yeah.
And you are in the bed. Fantastic.
When I did first time this contract also, where we are now in dinner for fun, the caravan, I was living in the caravan as well, in the other one. And the first time when I wake up, I was so afraid. It was rain. And rain in the caravan.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but because I didn't expect it, I was like, what is that? It just like, because it's like, it's just made of wood.
Madonna, so, what was it? A piece of ice? It's like,
I don't know. For me, it was like that. For me, it was like I was so afraid. And also, when you like, you become lazy. That's what I understand. Also, on a cruise ship, for example, if I want to practice, I can just like walk a little bit, and then I'm in a theater which is open for me 24/7, and I can practice. Here as well, like, and you go to work, it's like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, you're at work. In Crystal Palace, for example, you go down with the elevator, you don't even have to go outside, you're at work. And then where you go back to the normal real life, where you have to really like go everywhere. When I was working on the ship, one funny thing was happening. So we had very small cabin when I was working American cruise line. The cabins was super small. So basically, you lay on your bed, then you do one step, and you already sit in the toilet during the night. And when I come back home, and
You have to walk.
I have to walk like really, like I really have to stand up and walk. I was actually wake up for that. Like during the time on the ship, I don't have to wake up even.
I understand. In fact, a friend of mine told me, a caravan is the only place where you can go in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the living room, in the toilet with just one step. I mean, there are some caravan a little bit bigger, of course, so you have to do a few steps. But was exactly the feeling when a few days ago I was in a house, and then, in the night you wake up, you have to go to the toilet, and you have to go to the other room. And then that is normal, no? For every people,
Yeah.
This is normal. But when you're living in a small space,
Yeah.
small space is, it's becoming lazy. And then
Many
sometimes
things.
you're dealing different with the temperature, because here it's,
Yeah.
another friend of mine told me this. I love it. He said caravan is the place where you have a frozen feet and you're sweating in the front head, because there are
Yeah,
two
yeah.
different temperature level in there.
Are you always wanted to be an artist? Like from a child?
Should I respond you seriously or tell you a joke?
Seriously. Or you can tell me a joke.
And what I wanted to tell you, I remember when I was a kid, my dream was I want to be an inventor. I even don't know about what. An inventor for sure is engineer, maybe. This is what I'm building stuff. I try to invent, and I try to probably what it's coming. If somebody see sometimes, or in my imagination, is you inventing a reality world, and you present. And this is, I think, what is the when you ask do you want to be always an artist or what? I was telling this when I was a child. I want to be an inventor. I wanted to be like Michael Jackson. Then I start to meet in my world the rock. I want to be like Jimi Hendrix. I didn't know what I want. I want to be. I want to be everything except normal stuff that people,
Yeah, that's what makes you an artist, right? But in the end, you are engineer because you make something. No, I mean the kind of.
Was this man? I say, what do you do for a living? And he said, I'm an engineer. Cool. And I said, I'm also engineer. I say, really? Maybe they're thinking I study in university. I say, you see the props I built from zero. So this is true.
Yeah,
it's a small
this is
engineer.
True. Absolutely.
But of course, I'm engineer of myself. So everything
That's
is
easy. That's easy. Yes. Okay, so what if not an artist? Then who? If you are not, if you like one day you decide that you stop to be an artist, so who you will be?
Friend of mine doing the bread and working at night, and I really liked this always. When I was going to visit them in the night to buy bread or focaccia or pizza in the bakery, I like it. But then when I see how much is hard this work, I change my mind. I wanna have a restaurant. Oh no, I wanna. Yeah, but then you have to wake up in the morning to go to take this. You need. Friend of mine was going every Wednesday. He was driving so many kilometers to go to take the cheese in this place, the meat in this other place. So they would do special. It was a lot of work. So, ecco, I will be, but it's always an artist like Bert. Sorry, maybe
the Bert style.
No, Bert. Bert from Mary Poppins. One day he was selling maroni. One day he was painting the floor.
But you told me like a few hours ago, when we were in Kaufland, you said that you could probably make
everything.
because you make this wallet yourself and this the bag yourself. Maybe you can do handmade
There is
stuff.
there is an artist, another beautiful thing is this. I heard there's a magician, it's called Finjon from Finland, probably. And I would love to meet, Norway. Sorry, Norway. And I would love to meet him one day. I met, but I would love to talk more. And he tells something very beautiful. He said, improvise and survive. It's a disease that I don't want to go on stage. Sometimes I'm like yesterday. In the beginning, so I don't want to do the show tonight. I'm really. And then after the first act, I was like, oh, I'm so happy today. I want to do.
Yeah.
And this should be. Sometimes I try to do, but I never remember how to switch my brain and my motivation in the same way. Because it's possible. Sometimes I go on stage and why? Because the audience give me good feedback. I don't know why. Because I'm getting excited for sometimes just for the thing. But then I'm getting awake and full of enthusiasm, energy. And this I should write down how it works. I should analyze because this should helping us. And this is another. Yesterday also I had another moment. I was a bit, mood strange, and then I remember something. And this helped me so much before going on stage. I remember the dream I did the night before. And the dream was that I had a skateboard, but that could fly. So without wheels, like, back in the future.
Yeah, back in the future, I immediately thought about it.
But then I was going higher, and I really moved. And this feeling that I get before going on stage, and then I go happy, I was like, change my mood.
What movie could you recommend? What you like to watch and what you can recommend?
The first movie that inspired me also a lot for the act I'm doing now is Limelight from Charlie Chaplin, black and white, old movie. Les Enfants, I don't know how it's called, Les Enfants to Paradise.
Ooh.
Probably is a stupid romantic story, but there is a picture that I already watched in YouTube, and this was the best thing for me because this is pantomime. Philippe Baptiste, Jean Baptiste, I don't know, with Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt. It's a commedia, maybe like, I don't know how to call it. It's a smooth movie. Something has changed, maybe. What I like this movie is soft, it's smooth. That you're watching things happen, but then in the finale, I love it. And another movie I really like it is the Zimmel unter Berlin, The Sky on Top Berlin.
The Sky on Top Berlin.
You know this movie?
No, it's in German. Yeah, it's a German movie.
I think very yes.
Okay.
And this I like it. It's a slow movie. In the finale, I was so happy that it finished in this way because I say, I was happy. Like, I repeat, I was like this because when it's finished, it's perfect. Oh, thank you. You give, because sometimes that is like I'm watching something. I don't want to watch anymore. There is Schindler List, beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Then I get depressed, and also I need this kind of feeling. I like it also did, but then it's give me, and many of this kind of movie give me this. Sometimes I'm feeling also it's good, this kind of movie. Yes, because make you, but I don't know everything. Maybe we need everything. I don't know. But this movie I watched was like I was so happy when it finished because.
And the last question I have for you.
No, only.
Yeah, just the last one.
You start to like this.
You start to like this?
Yeah,
of course. But anyway, tell me the funniest story happens with you on the stage during the show.
For now, one funny thing was I never buy props. Okay, normally I did, but a friend of mine gave me a present. Or maybe could be, but I don't remember. If you tell me one prop you buy. Mostly of the things I buy, I never used, and expensive stuff. And the last things I buy was an effect from a collection, magic from, I don't know, it's an old trick anyway. Very good build, a friend of mine, it's the Ferrari of the guillotine effect, and then you cut.
Wow.
And how much? I say, look, normally was costing like in lira 1,400,000 euro. That will be like now
Lira, 1,400,000
like
lira.
1,400 euro just for one this prop, but maybe even more now because like 2,000 euro. But then they say the man who built is 77 years old. He closing the workshop, and now he's going in the house for arrest people. And before I just visit him, and he say, and I open one of the closet and I find 5 of this guillotine, and I will do you special price 800 euro. And he say, I talk with other magician, a professional say, oh wow, but it's the best, you can buy, blah blah. Then I did the show, Crystal Palace. You put in carrot, you cut, and then you put the hand of the spectator, boom. So I present the guillotine, horror music, very cool. The lady like super scared, put the carrot and say, what? I let fall the blade stuck, and then I take the blade, BAM! And then the guillotine get broken, and the piecing falling down, and then I watch and I say, 800 euros fly away like this, broken. Anyway.
What is the carrot? It's like a golden carrot. Impossible to break the guillotine was broken by the carrot. Oh my god.
And I called a friend of mine and I say, sorry, I don't know how it's possible, only yours, blah 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 blah, and then we will find out. Magic trick. Take one card. Blah, 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 blah. Boom, this is your card. And magic friend was watching me, the one who teach me also many things. And the speaker said, it's not my card. Because it was the sign also. It's not this card. And I say, out. How I solve. Okay, watch. Then I take the rubber band, I put around the deck of cards, I take the card, and I say, watch. I throw the card on the ceiling, and this was the trick. Then normally, all the cards falling down except one, and it stays stuck on the ceiling. It's very cool effect. And then say, look, that's your. And spectator watch if it's not my card. And the fellow back started to laugh. I say, I did it the third time. I say, look, but what? I know it's not this your card, but look, this is my wallet. And inside my wallet, and the card appearing fold in the wallet. I open the wallet, and again, I fucked up. It was not this card. Don't ask. I don't remember how I finished the trick. If I put from my pants, from my shoes, whatever.
How you find this card? Did you find the card?
In the end I found, but then I checked. Said that was not possible. I fucked up again. I cannot do mistake again. But it was funny because for 3 times I did master effect, because when you throw boom, miracle in your wallet, classic but very cool in the box, and then I fucked up all pam 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 for 3 times, 4 times. Then in the end I find out what was funny in the moment. Crystal Palace, I do the balloon act.
Yeah.
Boom! Explode the balloon. Shit. I have another one. Boom! Shit, second one. Doesn't explode. Boom! Explode again. Shit. And Urs was watching, And then Urs came and say, you're really professional. Because he say, after I see explode the third balloon, I think, it's not possible. How we continue? I had 4-1, and finally I did, and I arrived. So what I wanted to tell you, that professional in this case is 10 balloon inside his bag. You never know.
Yeah.
Because normally you say, you can pop 1. Okay. I mean, maybe you can pop 2, but not 3. No, put 5, put 6.
Yeah.
Because you never know. And that's night it's happened. 4 balloon I used. 4 balloon. So
actually, with me also, with the balloon, also in Crystal Palace happens that I have to explode the balloon. That I juggle the balloon and then I sit on it and it explodes. And so I had some very cheap balloons from Vietnam or something, super cheap. And it's good for me. I exploded. I'm like use it for like 2 minutes and then I explode it anyway on the show. And then those balloons finished. So I have to buy the new one, and I bought a new German balloons. Actually, I always try the balloons before I go on the stage. I always try it, and I listen. If there is no holes, they are not going out, because I have to juggle with it. So I'm always checking, and I always have with me 2-3 balloons in case. And so this German balloon, I did my act, everything is fine, and then in the end of this part, I sit on the balloon and explode. I sit on the balloon, it just don't explode. I'm like, and then I'm like start jumping on it. It doesn't explode at all, and I'm just start to like this, like on the sea, and I'm like, oh my god! And so I was standing and I was like jumping, and my ass was hurting after but I exploded, and then I was like, this German balloon is so good quality, which not good for my show.
Why we have to do things easy when we can do complicated? 20 meters of chain. The things for locking, I don't know, the locker, blah blah. And I asked him to a friend of mine, you have to build me for the show a pole when the people will attach me, and then I will. And then after 1 month before, I asked a friend, did you prepare the pole? No, but I will do. No. A few weeks before, you did it? No, I will do. Don't worry, don't stress me. I have time to do. The day of the show, you did it? Didn't have time to do it, but look, there is this pole in the stage that maybe you can use. And then I did say, okay, try. And I had handcuff and all the chain, and the people attached me. I had the extra key for open all the lock. But then when they put me here, the lock on the neck, here the lock, and the handcuff I could have opened very easy. But then it was like, I lift and said, normally Ariodini in 30 seconds was able to free itself from the chain. I was like this, and I started feeling, fuck, I cannot open the hands. Shit. And I say, put down the curtain. Say, Ariodini need 1.5 minutes for free itself. Pull up the curtain. They pull up, and then I say, yeah, remove my hands. Okay, take the key. And then fuck up. I say, where is the thing? Like, well, not able anymore to free myself, And then I start to collapse on the pole with the chain, becoming red, And then put down the curtain and say, okay, need 3 minutes. Okay, can you open myself, please? And I didn't succeed, but the people, everything laugh and say, genius, genius. And then the man came. I'm very sorry, didn't want to do that. Thank you, because I make it funny. Should I be cool? But for what? And many times I change into this. I change the act, some trick. I say the normal is bomb, and I did stupid, but with a message inside. Then I try to do. It's not important what, but how.
With Skizzo
and Marta.
And hopefully see you next time with another guest. Leave your thoughts in the comments, subscribe, and do whatever you want. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah. Bye bye.
Auf Wiedersehen, arrivederci, ciao!